Greetings, Sir and Sirette, and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to our little unnamed island, which hopefully I will have a name for today, although I am also very tempted to let all of you name it, because I have seen some really awesome suggestions so far. But either way, today we are going to finish the island, and hopefully move on to the next island for us to colonize. I am also going to start expanding the kingdom again, either down here or over here, although I am most tempted with this section because it's mostly barren, it's not particularly good to use as a farming area, hello there random person, so it's probably going to be a housing area. You get first dibs. Well done, Andy, you win. Okay, wait, you are a Grandmaster Agriculture, okay, so you're a farmer I suppose. Is this how this works? Well, apparently you're a Grandmaster Archery as well. Well, that's interesting. Okay, yes, so let's get to work straight away. We do have quite a lot of resource right now, but we're not overflowing, so we can wait. So I think we should get started over here right now. So the very first thing is I need to finish off adding all the piers so that we can add the hospital and everything else. Just do that, there we are, so we can build the wall down here. By wall, I mean road. Why do I always mix these two simple concepts up? I really don't know. Then, how are we going to do this again? See, I'm so tempted to not finish off this section here, but I really do think that if both of these could be a set of 5 towers in a cross shape, we probably don't need any more defense for the island, which is a pretty big deal, honestly. So, stone roads, let's go all the way to there at least. So, how are we going to do this? I do need a well. That's one thing I do need. So I could put the well here. So let's just plan this out then. So well goes there. Then we could have a cottage here. Build the road in like this. Yeah, then have a manor. That'd be a nice use of all this terrain. Of course, it would be using one of the fertile sections for a well, which kinda sucks. So we could instead have the well there, have a hovel here, have a manor here, then have a single farm. This way, if we do build any more houses, we will probably be okay. Although apparently my speech won't. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I think that is what I'm gonna go with. Now we do also want a library, and that was one of the original plans, so we could still go with that though. Because currently our happiness is actually suffering, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we could just put the library here instead. But the library doesn't actually need road access, there's the thing, it could just go here. Out of the way, just forgotten, and yeah, that's probably the best. Let's put the hovel here. Now, a few people have mentioned that the piers do act as roads in terms of being able to place buildings. For instance, as you can see, we can put hovels here, but actually that's a more niche example. Nope, it's going to be difficult because I've got roads too close to everywhere right now. But yeah, basically, the piers seem to act like roads. The one question I do have is, does it give the road bonus? So I'm going to put that hovel down there, and we'll see if that gets the road happiness bonus. Also, let's put down the manor then as well. I think that'll be the last time we increase the population on the island. And then we'll put down a farm here. No, it does not get the road access. Okay, good to know. Hopefully no one has moved in there, because that would be rather sad for them. Welcome to your new hovel, and it's gone. Now, one other thing is I would like to see if we can get 100% happiness on this tiny little island. And I don't know if I can, now I've built in the way I have done. However, we will be able to build the church, and that does increase happiness and has a huge radius, and I think it will fit here. But we do also need space for the hospital, so hospital actually, yeah, that fits perfectly. Hospital can go here, and I think that's the door there. Could be wrong, doesn't actually matter. Either way, it's going in like this. Then the church can go there, and then we have space over here for something in the future. Well, the people are going to hate me for this, but they are going to have to leave and go the long way around so that they can start cutting down some of these trees. We may as well have them doing something whilst I'm focusing on the smaller island. Also, how large do I want this next expansion to be? I'm thinking it should end here. So we can cut it off from the rest of this section. Then, I want a bridge going across, which is actually going to be one of the more difficult things to do, because there's not really anywhere I can just cut into. So I feel like I am going to have to lose this granary and this orchard. A random thought, in case I ever end up building a new kingdom in the future when more updates have came to this game, I could have totally named every single one of these houses after commenters. Oh, now you get the plague. Well, apparently the game doesn't like that idea. But yeah, seriously, I could have asked at the end of each episode, you know, if you want to own a house, please say so in the comments, and then so-and-so's house. For instance, this one will be McWell Keeper's house. McWell Keeper's house. There we go. Everyone knows about McWell Keeper. He's the best well keeper in all the land. Sorry, people dying from plague. I blame this person in particular. You. 16-year-old Andy Moore, who's already a grandmaster at everything. Well, thanks for making me feel bad about my own life there, Andy Moore. Wait, I actually know someone called Andy Moore. What the hell, game? I think I will have a road along here. I was tempted to remove this farm and then just have a road down here. Aha! I can see myself renaming the kingdom this time. I see you there, Lathrix. The Holy Dice Kingdom. Not the WW Kingdom, okay? And yes, I said that weirdly. Hello, Merch. Ooh, you're at a different dock than usual. Excellent. And I will actually grab this stone, because then that stone will be deposited into this dock, which is currently ferrying stone to the side island. There we go. Now back to good old click here to name your island. But yeah, what I was going to say is maybe I'm going to make a road down here. We lose a farm, we just put the stockpile somewhere else, doesn't really matter where. Perhaps even over here. Then that way we have all of this space to do whatever. But I do like how the road looks there. There's the thing, we're not going for complete efficiency. I just kind of like how everything's turned out in terms of looks. We have the main street, we have our little tavern there, next to the town centre, it's all weird, next to the quarry. Admittedly, the quarries will eventually be removed. We just don't need the stone for anything. Although, we could ferry the stone from here to the next island. In our next port. I've got so many ideas for the dock names. Oh, anyway, back to what I was trying to look at. Viking Raiders are coming soon. Excellent. Because we finally have our walls. The only section they should be able to attack is this. The dock. Dock B Junior. The only problem is that the walls are only 1 high, so it's not exactly hard to knock them down, but it will still take a while for it to happen, and during that time, they will be attacked. So they should be at least very much weakened by the time they get in. And normally, by the time they get in, they die pretty quickly afterwards anyway, so I can see this being fine. However, what I do want is the hospital. Hospital versus more walls. I think just for now, more walls. As soon as the Vikings have attacked, then we go back to focusing on people not dying of plague. But soon, people will die of axes to the face, and honestly, at least that's faster. Potentially. Back to the Holy Dice Kingdom, main kingdom. Okay, yeah, we have loads of stone now, so this is the point where I make a weak point on my own wall just before Vikings attack, because I am a genius. There we go. I'm a genius who can't find the stone gate. I have found the stone gate, and my level of genius has been restored. There we go. I mean, to be fair, I have been ruling this kingdom for several hundred years. Actually, what year are we in now? Yeah, 281 years I've been ruling this kingdom. That's gotta count for something. I mean, I haven't really learnt much, and I'm still just as derpy as before, but, you know, it's gotta count for something. Actually, a drawbridge would look cooler there. Not that it really matters too much. Honestly, the drawbridge is only good in areas where the boats are going to go through, and since you can't build on deep water anyway, I'm actually kind of failing to see their purpose. Just cut down all of this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then I'll just pause time and I'll start putting up some walling here. I kind of want this to be straight like this, just 'cause I think it would look better. Oh, but saying that, this could be a tower section, couldn't it? Okay, fair enough. Never mind, I have convinced myself otherwise. Let's just build up this first. Then we can focus on some more of the stone wall. Honestly, I just want to spend the stone, so it doesn't stockpile too much again. And there we go. Okay, just build that for now. Usual stuff, usual stuff. The Vikings are coming! Oh, there's an ogre. I think this might be for the main... There's just one ogre. There's just a single... Who gave the ogre a boat? Also, have you noticed that Vikings are no longer attacking the main kingdom? Because they kind of aren't. And everyone is saying this is wrong, but it just keeps happening. No one seems to care anymore. Oh. This whole time I've actually left our defenses online. Shows how many people we've got here then, because I didn't even notice. Okay, we are now officially losing food, but we are about to get 3 sections of food over here. Well, 3 farms, and then another one that... No, that's barren. Okay, well, either way, we're about to get 3 more farms, and it's still close enough to the granary, so it's not a particularly big issue, honestly. Speaking of which, let's put that down there now. In fact, we can do both while I'm actually remembering this. And since we have all this spare stone, apparently people are already manning the weapons, we may as well go ahead and do this. Where is the ogre actually going to land? Because he does need to land on land. I guess maybe on this island? I don't know where you're going. Can you land on wall? Oh, if you can, that's going to be a nightmare. We're going to lose a bit of walling and everything. This is why we need more ballista towers. As much as I do love archer towers, yeah. Where are you going? Once again, who gave the boat to the ogre? The ogre clearly does not know how to sail. That should be Viking Riding 101. Don't give the boat to the person who can't sail. Honestly, that should be any sailing 101, not just Viking 101 now I think about it. You fired through the wall, didn't you, again? Physics mean nothing in this world. Only ballista towers mean anything. Oh, wow, I just realized. Look at how far out we can go with the piers. I guess we should do something. Wow, yeah, that is huge. What I think I'll do then is, for now, I will just wall off the land, except for over here, which is fertile land. But I don't actually want to put farms here. I don't know how I'm going to build this section then. I do kind of want it to be separate, like a huge dock area, which would look kind of cool. Not that a dock here... Oh my god, I actually have a drawbridge. Ships can't... Wait, can ships get through moats? Because that would look really cool. But I don't think they can, is the problem. Tell you what, we'll put down a dock anyway. Put it there. And we'll leave it on. It doesn't really matter that, you know, there's no gap here, because it's just a test. And then, if they can get through, then we'll leave it there, because that would look really cool. And then we can have all of these piers like this. To be fair, I think I'll actually keep it even if we can't use it, and we'll keep this area like a little dock area. So I think it'll look pretty. And then, oh, and then we can use wooden walls, and it'll look separate to that. Okay, that's what we'll do. Though I do need to set up this as quick as possible so that I can protect all of this that we're building. Finally out of stone. Excellent. Okay, yeah, you can actually stop ferrying stone now. We're not using it fast enough. So for now... you can just sit there. Which is kind of sad. We have transport ships doing nothing now, so yeah, we do need to start expanding further. Branching out our horizons, etc, etc. Okay, I want the wall one higher than this, so that we can go over the... So we can go over the gate. Shall I put a hovel there? No, it won't get much happiness, and if I'm going for maximum happiness, that's just not worth it. Hello! Nothing of interest. Okay. For now, I'm going to call the island the Nameless Isle. I just think that sounds cool until we name it something permanent. Though there is a chance I will forget about this and then name it permanently anyway. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to put you back to giving stone. Think it's a bit hasty for us to stop there. No, go from Gamma with 10 stone. Then go over to Doc B. Junior, of course, with 10 stone, but you're dropping off that 10 stone. There we go. Stone! Dragon! Stone dragon! That'd be cool. Elemental dragons. Apparently people have got the plague over here. Ugh. Thankfully all the doctor's offices are open. The doctor offices, yep, that's what they are. They're just local GPs. That's all they are. I do want you to turn on your weapons for me. Thanks, mate. I just turned that back off then, didn't I, by pressing space too early? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Dragon's Bay. Welcome to Dragon's Bay, which sounds like Dragon's Bane, but less exciting. And now the food is doing great once again, and we have enough stone to put down our first church. Maybe I could put it like this instead. I mean, yeah, it's tucked away better, I suppose, but then we have the same problem again anyway, that we can't use up all the space. So let's see how we're going to do this. Well, first of all, we need the hospital. Which could go like there. Also, I've just thought the roads actually aren't very important down here if I'm not going to build houses. Originally, I thought I'd build some houses, you see. So, at that point, it did have some relative worth. But if I'm not... Oh, actually, no. Roads going to the hospital would be good, because the plague doctors just sit around here when they're idle. So, we could go to there. And actually have a reason for it. Plus I just think the roads here look nice, as I said earlier, so that's kind of the whole point there. Then, church could go there. Then we can have a larger wall section there. I mean, we could put it there instead. If we do this, then just for looks, then we could hide a tavern there if we ever need it. But I don't think we do, that's the thing. Again, if I'm not getting any more people. Or we could hide the stockpiles there. Since we're not going to need all that many, since I will be honestly shutting down a lot of the production here. Since we don't really need it anymore for this island, and we're not going to produce enough to feed a second island. And a single hovel, which will want neighbours, which can be fit there, which I think will give the neighbour bonus. Then all we're wasting is one area. And then we can remove this stockpile. And honestly, we could probably just remove this farm. And then have the roads look like they attach everywhere. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do that. Because we definitely don't need the amount of farms we have currently. So just losing one farm would not hurt. There we go. I think that's pretty much the finalized area. Oh, yeah, I haven't added the irrigation yet, have I? I was going to add a moat there, then the irrigation thing there. Okay, then we definitely don't need that much food. And in fact, we can even use this area here, the barren area, as a farm once the irrigation is sorted. So I don't forget this again. Let's put the moat there. As soon as the moat's down, we can put the Noria there. We have the hospital. For now, the hospital will be closed, though. Only opened when people are actually sick. Oh, we need a well. Well, hey, I think I can remove this farm here, honestly, and just put a well there, since, once again, that food bonus is going to be ridiculous. Can you put the aqueduct on non-land? Okay, in that case, then, we should really put the moat here. That way we can have the aqueduct there. And will that reach everything? everything except for a few tiles on this, which is fine. And it's nice and out of the way, which is the important part. So let's just do that. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks really nice, actually. Oh, this area is almost done. Okay, so stone gate can go there. And I want the stone wall to separate the dock from everywhere else. Almost like we're making a poor section, honestly. So I could put some hovels down here as well, just for the theme. So I want this to go one further, so I can wall off a little bit better. Then just keep on building all the moats here. From what I've seen, it doesn't look like the Vikings actually attack the moats. So even if the Vikings do make a weird movement this way, they shouldn't destroy these. And then once that's up, we'll change all of these into blister towers. Hello. Usual gubbins. There we are, we have the church. Not maximum happiness, though. You have still want a well, don't you? Yeah, so destroy this farm. Goodbye. Sorry about that. Put down the well. And then put down this. Which looks really weird, it's got to be said, but that's fine. And that's in range of all except for those two. Oh, we're so close as well. That would probably make it. Where can I put this then? I could replace one of the orchards with it, and that would reach everywhere. And actually would look quite nice here as well. But I don't think we'd be able to make enough food, even with this, if we remove one of these orchards. This is responsible for 30 food a year before we get the bonus. Oh, I know. A library. A library will also give the bonus, and we can put it there. And because of what it looks like it's just part of the church. Oh, fire has claimed stuff. Yeah, there are no wells around here, annoyingly. Well, I didn't destroy too much, at least. How many died of plague? How do I still need more hospitals? I don't even know where I'd put a new hospital. I guess in the new area, that makes sense, but still. I think I'll do this one as a corner. Actually, how do I want to do this? I like having the lower section face outwards, so maybe something like that. There we are. Now back to the nameless isle. 98. We are on 98 now. And the library will slowly rack up bonus happiness. We could remove these two, put that tavern down I was talking about, so it gives a bonus to both of these, without having to replace the stuff over there. Then we can put down the stockpile over here, so it's next to everything else, which actually makes sense. Now, of course, I could just have a festival and increase the happiness, but for now, I'd rather just have passive happiness. Also, we have way too much stone and no wood anymore, so you are being swapped over for wood. And also, I could turn off the quarries. I think I will. 100 happiness, the happiest place in our kingdom. With its towering defences, its humble, quaint charms, and way too much alcohol. The people here are happy people, and currently, you don't even have to work to be here, because the quarries are off. The only thing you need to do is farm. And even the farms and the orchards are in quite a pretty area. And the food is still going up. Yep, I think that's the island done. Just want the wall to be one higher than this section, so 2 higher for the most part. Though saying that, then I won't be able to see in as easily. It looks more like a bowl. Yeah, I think, annoyingly, I may not be able to build over the stone gate, because I don't like how it's going to look afterwards. Oh, I just thought of something. We can use this dock to get food from the food section. I was briefly talking about this before. If we build a dock somewhere around here, we can see if the boat can at least go there. So currently, it's called that. Not for long, by the way. Could you go to there? Let's see if you can actually make it. And if you can, that'll look awesome. Come on, use the drawbridge. We're out of gold because I forgot to put the taxes back, but that's fine. It just means I'm going to tax everyone worse again now. Oh, that is wonderful. Yeah, that's totally what I want to do then. I'm going to build an extra dock over here, and this is going to supplement the market workers getting food over here. And we could have several boats on the same... Oh, wait, no, it's not the boats, though, is it? It's the docks. They're saying that over such a long distance, that does give the dock workers longer to actually get the food. We could have it on this side. Ah, there's the problem, though, isn't it? I can't build in deep water. So I'd have to build in the moat section here, which kind of... Yeah, that's going to take a bit of planning, I think. So not right now, since I simply don't have the time. But... definitely something for the future. Still want to make these into proper defense towers as well. I'm afraid, people, you may have to go back to work on the quarries. Just for the time being. Why has your average happiness gone down? What has gone wrong? What's gone wrong? Why? Why? Oh, because of the taxes. Back to one over there. Actually, was that the reason? Was it the plague, maybe? Infecting the mainland? That was kind of weird. Hello, merchant. I think at this point, it's safe to assume more docks don't mean more merchants. Which is a shame, because I want to see if there are any more special items we can get. All those bonuses have just been so good. Okay, I think I'll wall off here like this now. And that will be the end of the poor section. Ah, I'll wall off like... I don't know, actually, how I'm going to do this. I had an idea in my head, but now I'm looking at it. I don't think it's going to look as good as I originally thought it would. The great inner walls of Barsing say... I mean, the Holy Dice Kingdom. Vikings are invading! There's less of them now. Why has the game suddenly gone easy mode? I am actually now starting to get a little bit annoyed because I kind of liked having to be ready for the Viking invasions and losing stuff. Which sounds weird, I know, but that's kind of where I was. I just thought, oh, well, you know, it means you have to build smarter, which is not normally my cup of potatoes. But no, this time, it's going to be like this. You know you're just gonna die, right? Are you here to avenge the ogre? Oh yeah, we are missing a mason. There's one thing we are missing. Well, there goes all of your minions but one, so just you left there. Oh, yep, you tried to get to the dock and you failed. And now I continue walling up. You know one thing we could do, and it's really freaking mean? We have the Nameless Isle here. It's filled with happy people, and soon they might not even have to work, except from the pleasant orchards. This island over here looks kind of horrible. It's got all the unusable stone, it's far too covered in trees, lots of work. How about we go for the absolute minimum happiness allowed before the enemy, before our own people become our enemy, and start to simply leave the Empire, which I think is like 40 or lower, though it could be a little bit higher than that. Over here, let's turn on our lovely weaponry. Hey, dragon. Bye, dragon. Hi, soldiers. Splish, splash, taking a bath. So how am I going to do this wooden wall? The problem is, it just doesn't go out far enough for us to really do this. What I think I may need to do is rethink this border and push it back a bit. So maybe we can have it in a straight line like there. And then it can curve off. Yeah, and then that would separate this from over here. That would definitely be the better way of doing it, which means say goodbye to pretty much all of this walling section. Of course, thankfully, this is giving us back a lot of the resources, so it's not like it's a total loss, but still incredibly annoying. So, from here, maybe? Then, yeah, because I do want a little turn like that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Gate can go there. We could have it like this. No, I'd rather have the straight line. Don't need you either then. Oh, so much stuff being destroyed, including a piece of the pier. Totally intentional, because I just don't like this person merging with all the other people. Mary. No merging in public. That did not sound as dirty in my head, I swear. There we go, and then the walls all around here will be made out of wood, going up to here. Will they go around? I don't really know. I mean, this will make a vulnerable point against Vikings, but honestly, with so many towers and stuff. And it does fit the theme. I don't know. No. Yes. Let's do it like this rather than just having a jagged corner. Not quite as efficient, but I do like how it looks. Shall we use this as a gate? No, I kind of like it being a complete stop there. Merchant! Nothing of interest. This place. Honestly then, I know it says idle 0, but I could have swore it said happiness 0. I thought, okay, that's been a bit of a quick change, I admit. More archer towers, I suppose. I think it'll look quite nice. Yeah, go on. Probably best if we did have the ballista tower there, but I like how that looks. Is that now 3 high everywhere, except for this corner? There we go. I would say then, once all that's built, this is pretty much done. There's really little else, if anything, I want to do here. Okay, one question. If I destroyed this wall, floor, road, does this still have the road bonus? Actually, how is that getting the road? How is that getting the road bonus? Click. Oh, diagonal. Okay, that's good. At least I know how that works. But also, it's good because I just saw there's a space here. There we go. Put a bit of road there. That'll give the bonus. Everyone's happy. Purely because I want to put the wall up there because I think that looks silly otherwise. And so my happiness slightly diminished for a second there. But don't worry, it's coming back up. In fact, we're going to go way over 100. There we go. everyone's happy. Except for the people who will eventually be living over here. They are not going to be happy in the slightest. I kind of want a tower here. Just this one part. Oh, I forgot wooden walls can only go 3 high. Could make that be out of stone, I suppose. And... yep, I actually think this time it is done. The walls are up. We have our defenses, although I do think maybe swapping these to ballista towers might be better, and we might need to beef it up later, but we do have a lot of wall we can turn into towers. I think it looks kind of pretty, very just quaint. We are just about getting enough food per year, which is fine, and we have maximum happiness. I don't think there's anything else I actually want to do here. So with that, I think we're done. So yeah, I'm all out of time for today's video. Honestly, I have been out of time for the last 20 or so minutes, so I am being honest there. But I have really enjoyed today. This is a game I just keep on wanting to just continue playing. It's such a relaxing game. Although I do wish the Vikings were still on hard mode, because, you know, we are playing on hard mode. Other than that, I've just been having a really nice time, and I really hope you have too. And if you have, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Kingdoms and Castles is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we'll probably be doing 2 things, or at least one of them, which will be moving into one of these 2 islands, and starting to flesh out this section. Still not sure if I'm going to actually stick with this idea, but, you know, it's something. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.